As long as this girl comes into contact with seawater or her emotions become unstable, she transforms into a giant sea monster. She and her family live in a seaside town. Since she was little, her mother had repeatedly warned her to stay far away from the ocean. The girl was always obedient and had never gone near the shore. Until one day, her school organized a gathering, on a boat no less. She couldn't get out of it, so she reluctantly agreed to go. She comforted herself, thinking that as long as she didn't touch the seawater, nothing would go wrong. But she hadn't expected to run into the boy she'd secretly had a crush on for years. In her excitement, her legs involuntarily began to intertwine. She didn't even notice that something was going wrong with her body. Just as the boy was about to light the fireworks, she hurried over to help him, but something went wrong. And the boy slipped and fell into the sea. Panicking, she threw him a lifebuoy. But as he began to sink, she couldn't hold back anymore. She dove in after him. She swam desperately toward his silhouette, but seaweed wrapped around her limbs. At that moment, her hands began to glow. The light spread quickly across her body, and a mysterious power awakened deep within her. When she came to, the boy had already been rescued and brought back to shore. Her classmates were chattering excitedly, saying a new student had saved both of them. Just as she was about to ask for details, she noticed her hands were still glowing, and the people around her were starting to blur. Afraid her secret would be exposed, she fled the crowd and ran into the library. She tried to hide her glowing hands with a book, but to her horror, her body began to change again. Her legs turned into tentacles that spread across the floor, and her body started to swell uncontrollably. The librarian, witnessing the scene, put on her glasses and screamed in terror. The girl's emotions spiraled out of control, and her body grew even larger. The very next second, she burst through the library's roof. Terrified and desperate not to let anyone see her true form, she fled the scene in a panic. Not far away, her mother saw everything. She drove over at once, following the trail her daughter had left behind. When she finally caught up and saw her daughter's massive form, she wasn't shocked at all. Instead, she gently comforted her, helping her calm down. With her mother's presence by her side, the girl gradually regained her composure, and slowly her body returned to its original form.